If you're moving to Tampa Bay or maybe just daydreaming about it and you're stuck between Clearwater or Tampa, this video is for you. Both cities offer palm trees, sunshine, and water views, but they couldn't be more different. One is world famous and has arguably one of the best beaches in the country, the other an exploding downtown and a booming job market. So today we're going to explore both of these wonderful cities so you can figure out which one is actually right for you. If we've never met before, my name is Juan Alcalá. 6 years ago, my wife Kate and I packed up our 3 kids, left Michigan behind, and moved 1,200 miles south of Tampa Bay. And honestly, it was the toughest but best decision we've ever made. Since then, we've helped over 100 families make the same move. And one of the most common questions we get is, should I move to Clearwater or Tampa? So in today's video, I'm breaking it all down. The vibe, the cost, lifestyle, schools, traffic, and even what it's like to raise a family in both. So get ready, because we're about to dig in. So let's kick this off by talking about the location and some of the perks of the geography. Where is Tampa and where is Clearwater located? Tampa sits on the eastern side of Tampa Bay in Hillsborough County. It's the urban core of the region, so to speak. It's where you'll find skyscrapers, our sports teams, our corporate headquarters, and the Tampa Bay International Airport, which is absolutely phenomenal. If you've never been through that airport, you are missing out, trust me. Clearwater, on the other hand, sits on the western edge of the bay and stretches all the way over to the Gulf of America in Pinellas County. It's about 40 to 50 minutes from downtown Tampa, depending on traffic. And I do mean depending. So yes, they're close enough to drive between, but living in each feels like an entirely different experience and offers a different lifestyle. Now, speaking of lifestyle and vibe, let's talk about what it actually feels like to live in each city. Tampa is your classic small, big city. Think high rises, business lunches, rooftop bars, the Gasparilla Festival, and lightning games. Clearwater is pure beach town energy. It's a slower pace, more golf carts, lots of tourists and retirees, but it's a growing community of young families and remote workers. We've seen that boom over the last 6 years. Think of it this way, if Tampa is your 9 to 5 energy, Clearwater is your kick your shoes off and grab a drink at sunset lifestyle. Now, when it comes to Tampa highlights, y'all, there's so many things that the city has to offer. I can't cover them all in one video, but I just want to give you some top line. We're talking about the Riverwalk, which is an amazing experience, going past Curtis Hickson Park, walking all the way up to Armature Works, which is an incredible experience to its own. We've done movie night with the kids there. Kate and I love to go to date night at Steelbach. It's one of our favorite steakhouses in all of Tampa Bay. We think it's really underrated. The service is incredible and the steaks are unbelievable. You've got Arena in downtown where we do concerts, where you can catch a lightning game. The business hubs in Midtown and on West Shore, it's all really, really incredible. And some of the highlights in Clearwater include, of course, Pier 60, which is, again, world renowned. We've got our white sugar sand beaches, which are incredible. We've got the Marine Aquarium, and yes, that's where Winter the dolphin used to live. You've got a gorgeous coastal drive there on Gulf Boulevard. I mean, you can go all the way up to North Clearwater, and if you want, you can take that all the way down to St. Pete Beach. It's a 12.5-mile jaunt, and it is a great drive. Put the top down, grab a golf cart, whatever it is, and it's just so fun to go see the different beaches all along the coast there. And my take is this, Tampa wins if you want a faster pace with more career opportunities. Clearwater wins if you want a laid back coastal style living. These are 2 different lifestyles within a 45-minute drive of each other. Now let's talk money and the cost of living. At the time of this video, which is approximately July of 2025, the Tampa median home price is around $436,000. Now, that is not the average sales price, and we're gonna get into the weeds here a little bit in a second. The Clearwater median home price is around $410,000. And I know what you're probably thinking, well, why would you tell us that number, Juan? Well, I wanna give you the middle of the activity, okay? So that's what the median is. The average is a little bit different. Typically, averages are a little bit higher because they mix in larger home sales. In both Tampa and Clearwater, you can spend almost as much money as you want. I'm talking about 10, 15, as much as $20 million home sales do occur in these areas. So these are something that you have to keep in mind when you're looking at what works for you. So yeah, prices are similar on paper, but the value you get is gonna vary wildly. In Tampa, $450 is gonna get you a mid-size home in the suburbs like Carrollwood or Seminole Heights, and those homes are gonna be a little bit older, probably anywhere from the 40s, I'm talking about the 1940s, all the way up to the 80s or 90s. In Clearwater, that same price might land you something closer to the beach, but likely older and in need of updates as well. A lot of those homes were built in the 40s, 50s, and 60s, some into the 70s as well. But you can find a brand new condo in Clearwater Beach. You can find a brand new home that was built on the water as well. But we're going to be talking about millions, not hundreds of thousands. So that can be very, very different. So it's something you need to take a look at. If you want new construction under $500,000, you're going to have to head north of Tampa out to the suburbs like Wesley Chapel, Land O'Lakes, those types of areas, or go east into Wiomama, Riverview, Brandon, those areas. If you want water views under $500,000, Clearwater is going to be your best bet, but those are going to be condos, and that's a tougher market right now, so do keep that in mind. When it comes to taxes and insurance, Clearwater can be riskier for flood zones, which means higher insurance, but their taxes are pretty fair overall. Tampa offers more elevation inland, but like around the water there on the bay, it is also very flood prone, and the insurance rates can be pretty high. So just keep that in mind. If you want something a little bit more elevated, you want to move in the interior of Clearwater inside of Pinellas County, not either on the bay or on the Gulf. You're going to want to look in the middle of the city, which will still give you access to the water within 15 or 20 minutes, even with the worst traffic. And when it comes to Tampa there, again, you want to move north, or you're going to want to move out east of the city specifically. Now let's talk traffic, because Tampa has grown like crazy over the last 5 years. And with that came construction, especially around I-275, I-4 and downtown. Clearwater isn't immune either, especially on the weekends when the beaches are packed. Driving to Clearwater Beach on a sunny Saturday, you better pack some snacks, I'm not kidding. Clearwater Beach traffic is like Disneyland, especially on holiday weekends. Tampa's rush hour is like every other big city in the country. But it's a little bit less than areas like Atlanta, Chicago, Los Angeles. I mean, honestly, it's not nearly as bad as those areas, New York, New Jersey, but it still has its pain points for sure. When it comes to those commute times, Clearwater to Tampa, depending on where you are in Clearwater, if you're gonna go from downtown Tampa to Clearwater Beach, that's gonna take you anywhere from 40 to 55 minutes, depending on traffic. If you're gonna go from Tampa International Airport to Clearwater Beach, 35 to 45 minutes. And if you're asking about public transit, it's pretty weak in both. There are buses in both cities, but it definitely is gonna take you a long time. I would recommend owning a vehicle if you're gonna plan on commuting to either one of these cities. So which one would I consider the winner? Well, if you work from home or you want a little bit more laid back lifestyle, Clearwater is going to be the winner for you. If you commute to corporate HQs or the hospital, it's going to be Tampa all the way. Now let's talk schools, safety, and families. You know, this is where it gets personal. We've helped a ton of families relocate here, and if you're planning on raising kids here in the area, here's what you need to know. Tampa has some fantastic public and magnet schools and private schools, especially in the areas like West Chase, South Tampa, and New Tampa. Clearwater offers a quieter environment and some solid charter and private schools, but public rankings are more mixed depending on the area. And if schools are your top priority, you're really gonna wanna zoom in on the local level, not just the city. You're gonna wanna look neighborhood to neighborhood. Remember, Florida is school of choice. You do have options, but it's gonna be on a first come, first served basis. You know, both cities have safe neighborhoods, but they also have sketchy pockets, just like most cities in this country, especially in pretty big metropolitan areas. You know, Tampa has almost 400,000 people who live there. Clearwater has over 130,000 people who live. These are big little cities, right? And in Clearwater, proximity to the beach doesn't always equal safer, even though there are some incredibly statistically safe neighborhoods. Now, how do you find this information out? Because I can't tell you because I have a real estate license. Well, you can use sites like niche.com or greatschools.org to zoom in. They both offer safety insights and school rankings, so that's where I would check it out. And also, if you want to go deeper on these types of subjects, feel free to reach out to me and my team. All of my contact information is listed down below. There's even a link to my calendar so you can schedule a time. We can jump on a Zoom call. I can open up Google Maps, walk you through the area, and show you the communities that match the ideal lifestyle that you're trying to accomplish. So the question is, which one is better for you? And honestly, there's no one-size-fits-all answer. If you're career-driven, need airport access, and want the energy of a fast-growing young city, Tampa's gonna be your spot. If you want sunsets, walkable beach vibes, and a slower pace of life, Clearwater might feel a lot more like home. Or maybe you split the difference and live in Dunedin, Safety Harbor, Oldsmar, West Chase. These are great crossover cities, close to the beach, but also close to Tampa and full of charm. Excellent places to check out. We've made videos on all of them. If this video's helped you get closer to figuring out, do me a favor, hit the like button and subscribe for more Tampa Bay breakdowns just like this one. If you still can't decide between Clearwater and Tampa, like I said, my link is down below. Don't hesitate to reach out to me and the team. That's what we're here for. YouTube is gonna put up 2 more videos here about Clearwater and Tampa that it knows you're gonna love. And until next time, and as always, go out and live that Tampa life.